So this is a chance to be a part of a community with of people that are asking the same questions you're asking, who are training for the same things you're training for. And if you join Eat Like an Athlete Bootcamp, you'll have access to the Facebook group. I will be moderating it, answering your questions. I will be there to motivate you, as well as you guys are going to be motivating each other. And you guys can also check in with me on the reg. We can become best friends, best running friends. Okay, guys, so let's talk about what we'll be learning in the boot camp. So week 1 is going to be eating enough to support training. So as soon as you join the boot camp, to your email, you will get a meal plan. You'll get a vegetarian plant-based meal plan that does include fish options and dairy options, a meat-based meal plan, as well as a meal prep less meal plan. And you're going to learn about different calories and proteins and carbs, and basically how to feel better as an athlete. And we're going to talk about why it's frustrating to not eat enough and why it's frustrating to sometimes overeat. And we're going to learn how to kind of fix that issue, how to stop eating too much or eating too little, and learning how to fuel properly. And we're going to be talking about your activity level and how to adjust the carb and protein intake so you can best meet your needs. Now, also, I'm really excited about this, is those of you guys who join Eat Like an Athlete Bootcamp, every single week we're going to have a little challenge, and I'm going to offer you guys a chance for a free 30-minute consultation with me if you win the challenge. So there's going to be 4 winners throughout the 4-week bootcamp. You'll get a one-on-one consult with me for free, and we'll talk about your personalized nutrition. And so every week there'll be a chance to win, which is really cool. Now, week 2, we're going to be talking about pre-workout snacks and supplements. So we're going to talk about kind of a little bit more about detail about the pre-workout formula, talking a little bit more about what to eat to make sure you don't have any issues with GI distress during your workouts, and talking about supplements. So like, which vitamins do I recommend? Which protein powders do I recommend? Like, how do we navigate all these different choices? What has science behind it? What works? And what are the best brands to buy? And I want you guys to do more than just eat the pre-workout snacks and take the supplements. I obviously want you guys to understand why you're doing what you're doing. As you guys can tell, I'm very passionate about the science behind all this stuff. So I want you guys to really understand what you're doing and why you're taking in the foods and the fuel you're taking in. And of course, there will be a challenge and a chance to win on one-on-one with me. Week 3 will be all about mid-run fueling and hydration. So we're going to talk about hydration, making sure you're taking in enough fluid. We're going to talk about fueling options. I'm going to give you guys recipes to make your own fuel at home if you're interested in using real food. I'm also going to give you all the brands I recommend for ready-to-use products as well. And we're going to talk again about preventing gut rot, preventing diarrhea, preventing any issues mid-run. And we're going to talk about inflammation, how we can use different strategies, fueling strategies to decrease inflammation as runners. And this is your chance to basically figure out a race day strategy. What are you going to eat before your race? What are you going to eat the day of the race? And then once you kind of get the strategy down packed, you can keep practicing it so you can master your marathon, your half marathon, whatever race you're training for. And of course, there'll be a chance to win a one-on-one consult that week. And the final week will be all about post-workout nutrition. So again, we're going to talk about exact meals and snacks that are going to help boost recovery. And you're going to understand a little bit better as to how carbs, fat, and protein play a role in recovery. And we can also talk again about more of the mental stuff around eating enough. So again, if you guys have any things to say about, I've had people comment like, oh, you're a woman and you eat so much food. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that, like emotional and psychosocial stuff about eating more because we're athletes, and also about making sure that we are listening to our hunger cues. And again, there's a chance to win. So here's my girl, Trisha. She's been following me for a while, and this is what she has to say. Serena has really helped me with balancing my macros, staying full, and avoiding getting hangry while training for long-distance races. I've learned so much about nutrition and how it's not always calories in and out that matters, but really how to make my food high quality. Serena has great recipe ideas and amazing supplement advice, and has helped Trisha take her running to the next level, almost beating at age 50 a half marathon PR from age of 45. I'm feeling better than ever, and I'm now the leanest I've ever been in quite some time. She's super fun. She's the best. You can ask her advice without feeling like your question is silly, and she loves me. Rich, thank you so much. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. So you will get 4 weeks of meal plans, including, and they will be gluten-free options and vegetarian options as well as a lot of guides. We're going to go through the guides in the next slide, as well as weekly info session calls with me. So exactly like this webinar was tonight, it's going to be an hour of you guys talking and me listening, answering your questions, and we're going to go through the 4 weeks of topics that we just reviewed. So I don't want you guys to be information overload because, like I said tonight, we covered so much stuff. And like I said, the replay will be up. You guys can take notes. You can master it. I encourage you to do so. But I also know that this stuff is confusing and there's a lot of information. So what's going to happen is if you join Eat Like an Athlete Bootcamp, what we're going to do is I'm going to send you every week the guides that are specific to that week's topic. So you're going to get all these guides throughout the 4 weeks. You're going to get a swap guide so that you're going to be like, okay, if I want to get 30 grams of protein from fish, but tomorrow night I don't feel like fish and I need 30 grams of protein from like plants, how do I take the hemp seeds and the tofu and mix it all up to make 30 grams? A pre-workout snack guide, you guys are actually getting that for joining the webinar. A post-workout snack guide, your guide to finding the perfect amount of carbohydrates, so your carb sweet spot, how much carbohydrate you need specifically for your unique body. Your mid-performance fueling guide using real food recipes, as well as ready-to-eat ones. Endurance runner supplement guide, a runner's snack guide, and as well as a no meal prep meal plan, as well as the 4 weeks of meal plans. And so I have got a program, and since I am launching this tonight at a brand new, never before seen program, I wanted to give you guys a little discount for trooping it out and sticking around with me. So you guys can actually save $50 if you join. I'm going to kind of pop it up here so you can go to the link if you wanted to. So it should be $147, but since you guys are amazing and have, sprinkled me with so many compliments, I'm actually going to give you guys $50 off when you use the discount code SAVE50. And here is the link you guys can go to if you decide to join. It's bit.ly/eatathlete. And yeah, guys, I am super excited about this. We're going to be starting January 22nd, and it is going to be incredible. It's going to be 4 weeks of community, 4 weeks of working very closely with me. So if you guys have ever looked at my prices online for one-on-one consultations, it's definitely a lot more expensive, but this is going to be a really affordable way for 4 weeks to have, really, really closely monitored nutrition advice from a registered dietitian. And as you can tell, I really have put my heart and soul into developing this webinar as well as into developing the program. So you guys can feel free to join. I would love to hang out with you guys more over the next 4 weeks. And guys, thank you so very much. Thank you for taking the time to learn from me today. Make sure you check your email for your pre-workout snack guide. That'll be coming the next few hours. And I'd be happy to answer any other questions